Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mattel Jurassic Park Amber Collection Owen Grady action figure. Owen Grady is a character from the film Jurassic World, played by Chris Pratt. This is the second figure that Mattel has given us, at least as far as humans go, from their Amber Collection. The Amber Collection is a little more adult collector oriented. They're the 6-inch scale figures. They have quite a bit of 3.75-inch more basic figures, but these are more up my alley. I love action figure world building with my 6 and 7-inch figures. This guy here is going to fit in great as a civilian named Owen Grady. I believe they teased that we're going to get a Dennis Nedry figure in this line, and I hope that actually comes to fruition. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. As you can see, we've got the Dinosaur Bones logo, Amber Collection. The packaging is really odd. You can see the top here, it's sort of indented in. Definitely not the norm. The whole thing is sort of the amber where they got the mosquito. Pretty clever way to do the packaging. Owen Grady, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. You can see he's just got jeans, a shirt, a vest on. Regular looking guy. A lot of uses in my action figure world for this. Looks like it comes with a knife and a couple of alternate hands. Not much going on the top. Not too much going on the side. Got that mosquito, Amber Collection. Other side, not too much going on either. Jurassic World. The bottom here, there is a barcode in case anybody needs it. And a bunch of credits. Then on the back side here, a little bit about the guy. Not too interesting back there. So, with no further ado, let's crack him open. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with 2 alternate hands, totaling 4 interchangeable hands. He comes with a knife as well. Then he's got his collector stand. So a little weak on the accessories department. So this figure here is Owen Grady from the 2 Jurassic World films. It's supposed to represent the actor Chris Pratt. And that guy's most commonly known for playing Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. I sure do wish I had a Marvel Legends Star-Lord figure to compare him to. Unfortunately, I do not. So let's take a look at the figure. His face here, likeness of Chris Pratt, really not too bad. I mean, it's no Hot Toys likeness, but for a $25 Mattel figure, really looks pretty good. Got a little bit of scruff on the beard there. His hair looks pretty nice if you ask me. His outfit, he's got a blue shirt, brown vest. Most accurate to what he wore in the second film, but not too far from what he wore in the first film. Looks like he's got a watch on. Blue jeans, brown belt, brown shoes. Overall just looking like a regular guy, which really appeals to me. He can be useful in so many different action figure displays and scenarios. And if they continue the Jurassic Park Amber Collection, he might actually start to look good in a display together. And then here's the figure broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, starting off with the stand. The only cool thing about this is it's made in that sort of translucent plastic. It looks like the amber they got the mosquito from. Got the Jurassic Park logo here. We've got a couple pegs for the peg holes in their feet. Beyond that, not much going on. I'm not much of a stand guy, so this stand is going to go into a huge bin of stands, never be seen again. Next, let's check out his hands. He's got a total of 4 of them. Looks like 2 gripping hands and 2 open hands. Both the gripping hands have a pretty small grip and should be able to hold his knife. So here's his first pair of hands. These are a little bit more opened. Look like they could be relaxed to the side. Looks like maybe you could fudge something large into this hand. Maybe use it like he's shaking somebody's hand. And here he is with his gripping hands. I'm assuming they can hold the knife. So now let's take a look at his knife. 2 colors here, gray on the blade and brown on the handle. Looks like there's a little bit of sculpting detail on the blade there. I see a little bit of perforation and grooves at the bottom there. This thing is made of a soft material, a little bit bendy. And yes, he can hold his knife with either his right hand or his left hand. One cool thing about this knife, on the back of the figure, we've got a sheath for the knife. I absolutely love functioning weapon holders on action figures. It's very, very tight and hard to get the knife in there, but it can be done. That is about the farthest I can get in there. I definitely think it's supposed to go in further, but this thing is very soft material, hard to shove in there, really hard to take out, just not executed well. I can probably stretch it out and make the entrance a little bigger, make it easier with the knife in there, but this is what I get upon release. A weapon holster that is really not truly functional. Now let's look at his vest. This thing is brown, looks like it's supposed to be some kind of leather. It's got a nice scope and detail on it. You can see pockets on the other side. It's got some silver on the zipper, both on the inside, on top of the pocket here. Overall, it's not bad for a vest. Here he is with his vest off, and here with his vest on. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at his accessories, next let's check out the height of this figure. So from bottom to top, this guy's sitting at about 6.6 inches, which will translate to about 16.5 centimeters. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. Starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side. It can look down that far, up that far. Shoulders on a ball joint, you can go at a full 90 degrees, no problem. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. Single jointed elbows, then you go in pretty much a full 90 degrees, and there's a swivel on top of that. His wrist can rotate around, and it's hinged as well. It's got a ball joint in his chest area here, allow him to rotate from side to side, and allow him to go forward and back a little bit more as well. Give him a pretty nice range of motion in his torso area here. Traditional waist swivel below that. Legs can go to full 90 degrees, do the splits, absolutely no problem. There's kind of a ball joint inside of here. Legs can go forward, full 90 degrees. He can sit down, no problem. Back, not at all. He's got a thigh cut below that. Double jointed knees below that, and they go all the way back. His foot can go up and down, can rotate. And if you want to rock, you really don't get much of that at all. Next, let's check this guy out compared with some of their action figures. Here he is next to Ian Malkin, the only other Amber Collection human figure they've made so far. One from the first trilogy, one from the second trilogy, and I welcome any others they plan to make. I believe they've teased that Dennis Nedry is probably going to be the next one they make. Next, let's check him out compared with some of their action figure lines from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some DST or Diamond Select toys. And here he is with some McFarlane toys. Then, next to some NECA figures. And here with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Next, with some of his Mattel brothers. These are some Mattel wrestling figures. And then let's look at him next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. And then some more of his Mattel brothers. These are some DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is with some Mafex figures. Then with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here with some SH Figure Arts action figures. Then with some Jazzwares figures. So overall, I do like this figure. He's nothing extraordinary, but I'm pretty happy with him. Being that I had Ian before, I pretty much knew what to expect with this line. Things that I do like about him, I think his sculpt is pretty good. His clothing, his shirt, vest, and pants look very nice. His face and hair look pretty good as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a Mattel sculpt, so we're expecting something a little bit soft, but I think they delivered as far as Mattel expectations go. I also like the fact that he's just a regular guy. I love regular civilian-looking action figures. I can fudge this guy into so many different action figure displays, whether it be the background at a bar, some guy walking down the street. He could even be muscle for a bad guy. Things I don't like about him. First of all, he costs too much. I think I paid $26 for this guy. He should never be a penny over $19.99. His accessories are garbage. 2 hands, yeah, that's great. The knife is pretty much meaningless, and the stand is garbage. The fact that this line only has 2 human figures so far, not really much of a line. I would love to see this Amber collection pick up and give us some more releases so it can turn into a collection instead of just a one-off. So if I were to rate this figure, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Tier between 6 and 7, so 6.5 seems fair. He is happy for my unique action figure needs as far as a regular guy goes. But if you're a big Jurassic Park collector, you definitely want this guy. But like I said before, he feels more like a one-off versus a collection. Hopefully that'll change in the future. So this is D. Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate you do that. Once again, this is D. Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.